Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a couple of clips from Birdie Bottle Pop. A long time ago, I made a video about her where she was saying the Shakara body transformations was fat-phobic. You can take a look at that video here. She has some more hot takes to share with us on this very day. One of which being about set point weight and how your weight is like a beach ball and like trying to lose weight is impossible and you're just fighting nature by trying. Let us proceed with the applying of comb to mustache. Alright, she's replying to a comment that says, yeah, but I think you could look like that if you put in the work, put in the hours.
You are not entirely wrong. You're misinformed and you're being fat phobic, but you're not entirely wrong.
Okay. So they're not entirely wrong, they're just misinformed and fat phobic. Gotcha. I'm not really sure what's so fat phobic about saying you could look like that if you put in the work, put in the hours.
I did used to look like that. You're in a swinging flower pot right now, my bad. But I had a flat stomach, I had abs, I had an 8-pack, I had whatever the pecs, delts, whatever, like triceps. You could see every muscle in my body.
Oh yeah? Wow, you sound like you were pretty jacked. You had an 8-pack, pecs, delts, triceps, the whole thing. Oh my goodness.
Did all you gym bros think I looked amazing? And had I never experienced more attention from fat phobic people? Yeah. But here's the thing about suppressing your weight, okay? It's like a beach ball. You can push the beach ball down. You can hold it down. Take some strength, you'll get tired, but like, you can hold it down for as long as you can, okay? Holding the beach ball down is suppressing your weight or dieting.
Oh, so if you're not obese, you are fighting nature then. You're designed to be obese, gotcha. Yeah, you know how human beings are naturally just obese? Wait a minute, none of that's true. What are you talking about? If that were the case, then where are all the morbidly obese people from 100 years ago? Nobody was obese. Until the advent of processed, cheap food, now everybody can be obese. How about that? We can all look like we're the king's daughter or whatever from back in the day. The only person who was large at all was like royalty. And don't get me started on hunter-gatherers, alright? You would burn as many calories looking for your meal as was in the meal.
When you let go of the beach ball, it will fly up way into the air.
What? What are you talking about? Are you on Mars or something, homie? Is the beach ball filled with helium, or are we on the moon, or Mars, or what are you talking about? Yeah, you know how beach balls defy gravity here on the planet Earth? You know how that's always happening? No, I don't know what you're talking about. You know how we're always constantly just floating up in the air and we have to weigh ourselves down with many weights? I know, that old story, I know.
It will come back to the water, aka where your body feels best by itself.
Oh, you meant underwater. Okay, that makes a little more sense. You didn't specify in the beginning. You just said you push the beach ball down, and then when you release it, it flies up into the sky. You said up into the air. Didn't she say up into the sky, up in the air? Yes, she did. Now she's talking about the water. Okay, all right, backpedal a little more and try to make it make sense.
Which is called set point weight.
Set point weight is the biggest crock of nonsense that I've ever heard in my life. If you change the way you eat, you will lose weight and it will stay off. Once you decide that eating all that processed garbage food just isn't worth it anymore, your entire life will change.
When you are exercising and eating for what feels best for your body.
And what is that? Like fast food all the time, or mom's potatoes au gratin every single night, or what?
But as soon as you let go...
By the way, potatoes au gratin are freaking amazing, man. Oh, God, I love that.
...of that beach ball that you've been pushing underwater for so long, it's gonna fly up.
Okay. Can we apply this to other aspects of our life? Like, you were designed to do heroin, homie. The fact that you just keep fighting it is ridiculous, dude. Give in. Your body was designed to be stuck with needles and injected with drugs. Yo, look at this jerk over here trying to be sober. Bro, what are you doing? Quit fighting nature. We all know that trying to be sober is like trying to put a bottle down, okay? Every time you go to put it down, it just pops right back up into your mouth, right? I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you literally gonna do? There's nothing you could do. Just give up. Stop trying. God, why is everybody always trying to change their life for the better? God, I hate that.
And you will gain weight.
Yeah, if you start eating the wrong foods again, yeah, you will.
I let my beach ball fly up 3 years ago.
Okay. So that must be the case for everyone then, huh? For you, fighting weight gain was completely pointless because you gained it all back. Therefore, nobody else can maintain it either. Gotcha. Are we ever going to be able to see beyond our own nose here? And stop painting the entire world with the brush that we paint ourselves with?
After semi-holding it down, sometimes letting it breathe, being in quasi-recovery for a long time.
Quasi-recovery. I see. From what? Obesity?
It was only when I didn't care that the beach ball was going to fly in the air that I became more comfortable with myself.
Okay, so when you decided I'm just going to eat whatever I feel like eating, then the beach ball flew up, and then you feel better now.
Our bodies will change for the rest of our lives. We will experience periods of being heavier or smaller.
No, we won't. I've been the same weight for the past 5 years, dude. When I lost the weight, I lost it and I kept it off because I changed the way that I ate. I didn't eat spaghetti anymore and lasagna and all this processed crap fast food. I just started eating simple, home-cooked meals like a steak, potato, and broccoli. And there's no way you can tell me that you're malnourishing yourself by eating a steak, potato, and broccoli. It's a very simple meal. It's got plenty of fat in there. It's delicious.
If it's because of whatever, it does not matter. Regardless, bodies change throughout your entire life.
I don't know about that, dude. I've seen some old ladies who were rail thin, and they were rail thin their entire life. I used to work with a lady who was a little bit older, and she was rail thin, and it was because of the way she ate, and she had that same physique her entire life because of the way that she ate. It's very simple, dude. It's not rocket surgery. We can't pull calories from the air, homie. I've been trying to filter feed myself for many years. It doesn't work. I'm just sitting here like, and it's just air. There's no calories in this air, man. Although I'll tell you, there's a lot of humidity out here in Pennsylvania. Oh my gosh. Going from Nevada to Pennsylvania. Oh my God, the freaking humidity. I'm dying over here. I'm dying.
Unless you spend your entire time suppressing it.
That's true. That's true. I do spend all day starving myself and doing nonstop push-ups to try to maintain my physique. I'm so scared. Uh-oh, she's on to me. She knows about the countless hours weighing myself, weighing out servings of broccoli and just eating one piece of broccoli and then crying in the mirror all day like, I'm so fat. The countless sit-ups, the countless this and that and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no, I don't do any of that, homie. I've actually been trying to gain weight because I lost some weight during the move, and I've been having a hard time gaining it back. It's just the way I eat, dude. Like, to gain a lot of weight eating the way that I eat, you would have to eat a ton. Dude, I could sit here and eat a pound of meat, and I still wouldn't gain weight, bro. I would gain the pound of the meat until it left my body at some point, and then it would be gone again. No, I think I'm gonna make a lasagna or something, bro. I need to get put a little more meat on these bones, baby. Of course, I'm gonna make the lasagna myself, but, you know, it's still freaking nothing but noodles and crap. Oh, man, I'm hungry. You're right. I've been fighting this for too long now. I need a lasagna.
Now, I'm not saying the gym is some evil place.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Okay? I used to really enjoy the gym before I developed an exercise addiction.
Did you really have an exercise addiction? How do you go from an exercise addiction to having this mentality of saying that, like, oh, fighting your weight gain is just fighting nature? Like, I don't know, man. So you just can't exist in the realm of normalcy. You go from one extreme to the other, and you think that everybody else is going to do the same. That's pretty weird.
So please don't come on people's videos assuming that they haven't seen other bodies in their life on themselves. When I was suppressing my weight, when I was pushing my beach ball down, I was losing biological functions. I was dying.
What? Dude, okay, well, you weren't doing it right, homie. You think the rest of us are doing that? Losing biological functions and dying from eating properly and going to the gym? Clearly, you were not eating properly, my friend.
Was literally dying, bruv.
Okay, well, I wouldn't recommend anybody do that. I would recommend you just eat properly and exercise. Oh, so there are only two options: obesity or dying of a restrictive ED, basically. You sure we can't just eat right and exercise?
So, like, okay, I have a tummy now.
First of all, you said that you had pecs, delts, triceps, and all this type of stuff. So, how were you dying?
But are my teeth still wiggly? No.
What? Your teeth were wiggly? What the heck? What were you doing? Were you eating uranium or something? What the heck?
And I would consider that much healthier.
You were on the all uranium diet? You're glowing. Bro, you look amazing. What have you been doing? You've got this glow about you. It's crazy. Uranium, homie. I went on the all uranium diet. I lost a ton of weight. I have this natural glow about me now. It's pretty amazing, right? My teeth are wiggling and falling out, of course, but that comes with the territory.
Than having a bit of a tummy or having some bingo flaps.
Bingo flaps? What the heck? What is that? I don't get that at all. What the hell is a bingo flap? What?
Whatever the fuck you guys call it. Just because you've been pushing your beach ball down for a long time doesn't mean other people's arms aren't tired and they want to live their life.
Right. Just because you couldn't lose weight in a healthy way and maintain it doesn't mean that others can't. Okay? Also, I'm not really buying any of those stories, dude. You had an 8-pack, triceps, delts, all this type of stuff, but your teeth were wiggly and all of your biological functions had ceased? That's pretty bizarre, man. So you were eating enough to build muscles and have them be nice and defined and everything, but not enough to prevent your teeth from falling out. Okie doke.
Comfortably and not pushing it down.
Alright, man, I'll stop trying to suppress my set point weight and I'll get up to where I'm designed to be, which is like 300 pounds. Alright, so that was weird. Dude, stop fighting nature, dog. You're supposed to be morbidly obese, homies. What are you even doing? Next. Okay, I don't know why you laughed there. That was a pretty hilarious wave, I suppose.
Remember those skinny bitches who
Whoa, what? Dude, why are we trying to dunk on people for no reason? Does that make you feel better? By calling other people that, now you feel better about yourself? And yet if someone were to make fun of you for your weight, you would call that fat phobic. But you just refer to people as skinny bitches. What, dude? Hypocritical much, homie?
were like, bodies that look like this also look like this.
Right, they're talking about like women who stand up and they're thin and then they sit down and they have a roll on their stomach. Them making videos saying that that's completely normal, which it is, by the way. When you sit down, dude, if there is no roll on your stomach, dude, there's something wrong, because when you contort your body in that fashion, there should be some sort of roll there. And just so you all know, it's perfectly normal and natural for there to be a roll visible on your belly when you sit down. You just bent your body from this to this. Look at my hand. Look at that right there. See how it folds up right here? Because it's got nowhere to go, dude. Okay? So don't be like standing up and looking in the mirror and be like, all right, I look pretty good. And then sit down and look in the mirror and be like, but I still have this roll. You don't need to trip out like that, dude. Okay? It's perfectly normal. She's about to do some gymnastics or something.
And I have rolls too.
Okay, why'd you try to put your leg behind your head? I get what she's saying, but why did you do that? That was so funny and weird. Oh, that's so silly.
You're boring.
You're boring. Okay, if you're thin and you try to make other people feel better by saying it's normal and natural to have a roll when you sit, you are boring, I guess. Unlike Birdie Bottle Pop, who is not at all boring, even though she just talks about body stuff all the time.
Also, I don't have to contort my body. I just have it.
Dude, you're not even morbidly obese. What are you talking about? This space is supposed to be reserved for more marginalized bodies.
And that's fine. Because bodies that look like this all the time.
All right, and water is wet. Okay, gotcha.
You cannot escape it.
Proper diet and exercise can make anybody lose weight, I would argue.
So why comfort yourself saying, oh, don't worry, you can look like this, but you can still look like, you're boring.
Okay, skinny bitches, you hear that? You're boring. If you try to make people feel better about having a roll when they sit down, which is totally normal and natural, you're boring if you do that for some reason. It's not boring when she tries to make you feel better about your bodies if you're overweight, but if you're thin and you try to make each other feel better about your bodies, it's boring now, I guess. Somehow it's different. All right, that was a very hot take as well. Next. All right, she's going to respond to this comment that says, literally out here simultaneously shaming other women while trying to promote the normalcy that is your body type. Grow the F up. Well, I didn't want to say anything, but I don't disagree with that.
So, I hear you, but respectfully, shut up.
Okay. So you win now. That really refutes what they said by telling them to shut up.
And this is why. This is the most kind of comment I get, or people get, when they say, stop taking over the body positivity movement.
What? Are we in the same conversation, homie? It says literally out here simultaneously shaming other women while trying to promote the normalcy that is your body type. How is that somebody trying to take over a movement, bro?
Now, body positivity, the phrase, that is a movement.
You sure it's not a phrase?
The sentiment, the idea of being positive about your body, everyone can do.
Right, but it's not legitimate unless you're overweight or disabled or blah, 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 right?
Of course. I want everyone to feel good in their bodies. That's not what I'm saying.
Unless you're a, quote, skinny bitch, right? Then you don't want them to feel good. They are boring and they need to stay out of the movement and yada, 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 a bunch of bitter, jealous stuff.
Why would I want someone to feel terrible in their body? I felt terrible in my body my entire life up until like 2 years ago. Okay? I don't want that for you. What I'm saying is body positivity, okay, the phrase, it's literally, that's a movement, okay?
Stop saying a phrase is a movement, okay? A phrase is a phrase. All right, homie, what are you talking about? Okay, the term D's nuts, the phrase, is a movement, okay? For some reason. I said it's a phrase, but then I'm also going to say that it's a movement because D's nuts, I guess.
Feeling positive about your body is totally different. Body positivity was made for marginalized groups.
Uh-oh. Are we about to say the same thing that they often say right here, where they try to tie themselves to a bunch of, quote, marginalized groups, end quote?
Disabled, black, queer, fat, femmes. Okay.
Femmes? What? And also, what do you mean black and queer, huh? Okay, once again, we're trying to say that black people's bodies, there's something wrong with them to where they need body positivity. Or that they're marginalized. How are black people's bodies marginalized? What are you talking about? And why are you trying to lump gay people into this too? Black, queer, femmes. Why is body positivity designed for black people? What's wrong with black people's bodies? You think there's something wrong with them and they need body positivity? They're just black. What are you talking about? They're just like you and me, but they're black. What the heck? What's wrong with you? What? And also, what do you mean queer people need body positivity? Why? Is there a certain body type that comes with being gay? I thought it was just a preference for who you like to bang. What does it got to do with body types? All you're trying to do is bring up as many marginalized groups as you can and try to tie yourself to them, which is really, really bizarre. I really wish they would stop doing that. Yeah, I especially don't understand how black people need body positivity. For what? Why? What's wrong with being black, homie?
Okay.
Right, dude. Your isms are showing, homie. Your isms are really showing.
Body acceptance or body neutrality or body love or self-acceptance. Same, but different, right? It's not a name. It's not an established movement. I want everyone to feel good about their bodies. And
unless you're skinny, then you're boring and I hate you.
So does the fat community. We're not saying...
I don't know, man. You seem to really get angry and bitter at other people's body types.
We feel shitty about our bodies, so now you have to feel shitty about our bodies. No.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is.
No. The two words, body positivity, that is a movement.
Dude, stop saying that. The two words are a movement. Okay, a moment ago, the phrase was a movement. Now the words are a movement. No, they're words and they're a phrase. What are you talking about? Movement is movement. It involves getting up off the couch.
And that was made for fat people.
What about the black people? They can't be part of it now? We're already throwing them out? What are you doing?
Black, disabled.
Oh, there we go. Black, disabled. Why do you use black as the first freaking word every time, dude? I could see body positivity being for like disabled people or, you know, people with body issues of whatever type, but I still don't understand how gay people and black people need a movement to help them with their body type. There's nothing wrong with them. Not that I'm saying there's anything wrong with disabled people either. I'm just saying, like,
fat individuals who are marginalized.
right, by your definition, marginalized. Why are you smiling at us like that? I love how condescending this person is, dude. All right, we get it. You think that there's something wrong with black people. They're basically disabled, right? You're in a wheelchair, you're black, same thing, right?
When a thin or a mid-sized person, anyone under a certain, you know, like mid-fat, small fat range, not mid-size.
Fat Sapphic Bro would consider you to not even be overweight. So I don't know why you keep trying to attach yourself to this movement.
Small fat, fatness spectrum. You can go into the doctor and they don't assault you about your weight before they get to your problem, if they even get to it at all. Movements don't need to be created for people that already fit a standard.
Uh-huh. I see.
Who are not marginalized in any way.
Stop using the word marginalized. It doesn't mean anything, homie. Dude, the next time you hear somebody use the term marginalized, it should just let you know right now that that person suffers from all sorts of isms, whether it be around race or whatever.
Okay, you've been told to eat a burger or you look like a bag of bones, but 2 days later, if that came from anyone else, you'd probably be like, oh my God, you think I'm skinny?
Okay. I thought it was for all body types. I thought it was for all, quote, marginalized groups or whatever. Like, now you're saying that if you're skinny, screw you. Again, you dislike anybody who is thin. You keep bringing it up in a negative fashion.
Right? I want everyone to feel good about how they look.
Unless you're thin.
Everybody is beautiful. Every body is beautiful.
Unless you're thin.
And it has been too long that marginalized, fat, disabled, black, queer femme bodies have been under the ringer.
What? What are you talking about? I don't recall that ever happening. I literally have never heard anybody make fun of people for being black and their body type, or for being gay in their body type. If anything, I've heard positive things about gay people and their bodies. I don't know, man. Some of the most in-shape people that I've ever seen in my life were gay. So I don't know what you're talking about. And what body type comes with being gay to where it's marginalized. It's funny when people try to act all charitable and stuff, but it just like makes their true colors come out. You're like, yeah, I just want to go help black people. You know? Like, you guys aren't capable of doing anything for yourselves, so let me give you a handout and pat you on the head there.
You're under the fucking spotlight, the microscope.
Are they? I don't recall anybody putting gay people under a microscope for their body type. Or black people, honestly. I've never heard of such a thing.
Saying that it's unhealthy, it's lazy, it's this and it's that, when really, it's just us existing in our bodies. And
right, you, sure. But those other groups that you mentioned have nothing to do with this. Quit trying to drag them into your thing, okay? Your words are not more relevant because you mentioned a couple of, quote, marginalized groups.
That's being shit on. It's been shit on historically.
Yeah, no.
So that's why there's a movement for it.
Right. Well, thank you, Captain Save-A-Ho, for coming along and whisking people away from all of their conditions.
It's not for you.
You just said it's for all bodies, homie. What are you doing?
It's for us. Thank you.
Okay, so body positivity is for everyone. They want everybody to be positive about their body, except you. If you're thin, it's not for you, it's for us. Yeah, contradict yourself with every other word, bro. And none of that even made sense in response to that comment, honestly. The comment was just like, yo, you're always trying to make it normal, your body type, while crapping on other people's body types. And then you just went on to do exactly what the comment accused you of. Y'all really need to stop trying to bring in all these marginalized groups to your movement to try to make it more legitimate or make it so that nobody can question it. If you question me within the fat acceptance movement, you're questioning black, queer, femme, whatever the heck that even means, people as well. Like, No, people are just questioning you, dog. You specifically, okay? I'm not hating on black people because I disagreed with what you said about body positivity. And that's really bizarre that you would say that. You are suffering from all sorts of isms, my friend, and that is very clear. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.